today I'm about to collect 50 baby chicks, and in anticipation of their arrival, I'm going to set up the living quarters, so I'll take you with me and show you how I set up for my chicken. Come on, let's go have some fun. Alright, so normally this is the size of feeder that I would use for the baby chicks. And that's because on a normal occasion, I would have like 20 to 25 baby chicks at any one given time. This time, I have 50. Yes, 50. And because of that, I am going to be using this size of feeder for the 2-day-old chicks. Now, I'm not highly concerned about them eating on the first day when I receive them. It's just that I like to set up everything and make sure that everything that they need is available. But most importantly, I want to make sure that they have clean water. And in that water that I give to them, I'm going to show you, I use this 1 quart water for the baby chicks. Eventually, I'll upgrade it to this size, and that's when they're about 1 week old. Now, the reason why I don't use that bigger water initially is because they will be definitely in danger of drowning because they can fit in that space where the water is sitting. Now, on the day that I received the baby chicks, I used some sugar, just some simple sugar, in their water to give them a little bit of energy and to boost them up a bit because they have been in transit sometimes 48 to 72 hours, even longer. And the longer they stay without water, the more dangerous it becomes for them and they may not survive. All right, now I've added the sugar to the water and I'm now going to cover it up. But before I set up their water, I'm going to make sure that they have a raised platform in their living quarters so that way the water will be kept cleaner a bit longer. So let's get that platform set up. I'm going to use a brick and put a flat piece of board on the top of it just to make a flat surface. So the brick will give it that bit of raise, and then I'll put the flat piece of wood on that brick. All right. Excuse me. All right. Here it is. Perfect. All right, so here goes. All right, so now that the 2 waters are set up, which is one of the most important things for me when the baby chicks arrive, water is number 1 and heat, enough warmth, is number 2. And I'm saying heat right now is number 2 for me is because at this point in the season, the temperature has already warmed up pretty much. It's going to be in the 90s today. And if the atmospheric temperature is 90 degrees, they definitely do not need a heat lamp. It's 50 of them. They can utilize each other's body heat. And this area here is nice and cozy. We are going to partition off because it's way too much space for them right now. And I want them just to remain in the area where their food and their water is so they can eat and drink adequately in the upcoming days. And after that, we'll open up the room once they start growing, when they learn and they know how to get to their food and where their food and water is located. So setting up the waters this way is so that the baby chicks can all feed together. Well, not all, because they're not all going to fit around these 2 little itty bitty waterers, but a vast majority of them can head to the water and feed and drink water together. All right, so we're going to get the feeder set up, and as you can see, the amount of fine shavings in here is a bit high. So what I'm going to do is also elevate the feeder, or maybe I'll have it hanging, we'll see, but I'll definitely elevate the feeder off the floor. What are you guarding? It's okay. Y'all are so beautiful. Alright, so now I've portioned off this space and I'm ready and waiting for the chicks to come. If this were in a cooler season, I would definitely have some heat lamps installed just to make sure that they have adequate heat and I normally use a thermostat to monitor the temperatures in here and adjust it if necessary. So this is the following day, and you're probably wondering why I am putting on protective gears. Well, I did receive the chickens, and so I am going to head into the housing area where I have them, and we will take a look at what is going on and what my experience is with these chicks that I've received. Very late in the day yesterday, and after being in transit for about 4 days. First, let me just let you guys know that this hatchery that I received these baby chicks from is the first time that I've ever used them, and I guarantee you it's the last time that I'm ever going to use them. Now, I know it sounds really exciting because we can hear a peep, but this is the worst experience that I've ever had in all my years raising my own chickens. And it's not just me that thinks so. Let me explain. Now, this box here is a box that the post office, after seeing the condition of these baby chicks, decided to put some water in here for the remainder chicken. See that right there? A little cup of water so they can drink. As you can see, one of them is about to take their last breath, and the only one that's left is chirping away. Now, how sad is that? This box right here is the other box that the post office separated the deceased chicks. So in all, this was supposed to be 50, and if they put any extra from the hatchery, then it's over 50 birds in here. And in this box, you can hear no chirping coming from it. What an unfortunate, very miserable end to their lives. Now, the policy of the hatchery is that whether the birds are deceased or not, that I have to accept it from the post office. So that I did, and unfortunately, the entire shipment of baby chicks is now going to go to the earthworms and build my soil.